And the owner to this car had no car insurance, so we didn't see a penny. So they left us homeless for a little over a year. And you know, for everybody that we stayed at motels, we stayed in our car. But for everybody that was there for us during this time, I thank you guys. And I appreciate it more than you know. So I lost my train of thought. So during this time, our landlord evicted us, took us to court, fought for his money for money that he felt like it was owned, even though he knew that we had no income. I was the main source of income. I was fighting for my life in the hospital. But, an incident like this doesn't just affect one person. My kids were sitting there by my bedside, not knowing if I was going to live or die. So they missed a lot of school. The schools were great to my kids, but the district didn't give a damn. Kids got in trouble for missing school, even though they were by my bedside, not knowing if I was going to live or die. Next year, they got punished and they weren't able to do what they liked because they didn't have the GPA and the school tried, but the district didn't. The main sheriff that was in charge of the STAR, I had to miss a brain appointment with my brain doctor that day for the STAR meeting, and we tried explaining why they missed school, and she shut us up. She didn't give a shit. She didn't give a fuck. She laid down the law, and that was what it was. We had no choice but to deal with it. And luckily, everybody that was in that room pretty much came out and backed us up and said that she was wrong for that. Gave us cards saying we need to get a lawyer to fight it. But, that was what it was. And so it affected my kids to this day. And it sucks because I have 3 grandkids and now I have no clue what they look like. My youngest grandson was 2-3 months before my accident. Now he's a little over a year, walking, laughing, talking. I have no clue what he looks like. My daughters are so talented in their dance. They go to Las Vegas every year. They win nationals. They come back. They hit Bakersfield. They win their state with their talent that they got, the dancing. I mean, I'm there, but it's not the same. I can't see them. My son, I figure he's 15 now, 6 foot tall, a beast when it comes to football. But he's one of those types that, after he runs you over, he's the first one to pick you up and make sure you're okay. He knows the game so good. He can read. He'll read out the play. Every time he reads it out, he would look up at me in the stand, do the sign of the diesel, and everybody caught on. Every time we did that, he read the play. He's gonna have a big play. Every time he did that, he would get a sack, forced fumble, tackle, and after a while, the crowd caught on, and they start yelling diesel, and every single time he got that sack or tackle, me and my wife used to yell, "You just got ran over by a diesel," and and I was lying in my bed. All my kids wanted to quit what they were doing. I told them no. If if anything, let this be your motivation to love what you do more, knowing that I'm always there to support you and back you up, and I'm there no matter what. And my son wanted to not play that year, the rest of the season, the rest of the games. And the very next game was a game that a lot of people were looking forward to because the two best players of the leagues, which was a quarterback for a team that was out of Stockton, and my son, against my son. And, well, my son wound up demolishing that quarterback that game. And my son would walk up to the line, would point up to the stands where I would be at, do your sign of the cross, pump his arm like a fleece. Bam. He would get that sack, that tackle. And, well, he won that battle. So, it's not just a ripple effect, it's more like tidal waves that, that hit the after effects. And there's a tidal wave that still ain't stopped for us. So, my main thing is this. I got that can't stop, won't stop attitude. That can't stop, won't stop mentality. I can't sit there in a little corner staring into the pitch blackness, feeling sorry for myself. I got to make the best of what I got and move forward and enjoy the rest of what I can. And I won't stop. I won't stop giving my speeches. My thing, I was told, if you can get to one person, your job is done. See, I don't look at it that way. I want to get to as many people as possible. I want to better the statistics of every 15 minutes. I want to turn my negative into everybody's positive. And that's my goal in life. It's crazy because when I first woke up from my coma and I was hearing everything that was going on, one of the very first things I said was, I told my family, I need to get my story out there. I got to save lives. I believe, this God's purpose was for me to be in this incident, knowing what the outcome was going to be, knowing that I was going to do everything I can in my power to save lives. And not just save DUI victims. I'm talking about saving victims from both sides of the fence. DUI drivers and DUI victims, the innocent people that are just driving like I was. It's crazy because every time I hear a siren now, I get flashbacks of that morning. So I wanted to get anybody and everybody that goes out there, have some fun, drinks, and just be smarter. Go make sure you have a designated driver. It's crazy because I was one that never drank. I never took pain pills, nothing. And it just happened to be me that got in this incident. So just be smarter, Be smarter. Make sure you have a designated driver, and make sure you save $20 for an Uber or a Lyft or a taxi, Because getting behind the wheel intoxicated, it's almost like playing Russian roulette. The only difference is you're doing it behind a car. And really, think about it. There's actually a big difference because imagine playing Russian roulette, going into a room, pitch dark, not knowing who's in that room, and pulling out the revolver. You're in a room of four corners with the walls, I don't know, steel, metal, whatever it is that, the bullets ricochet off of. And it ricochets, you shoot the gun and it ricochets, having no clue. You can get lucky. You can get lucky and nobody gets hurt, nobody gets hit. and not get caught, you know. But that's just it. You never know. You don't know the chance you're taking. If you can hit a baby, you can hit a mom, a dad, somebody you know, a family member, hit yourself. You know, so just be smarter. You know, think twice before you get behind that wheel intoxicated. My suggestion: don't do it. You know, be responsible. So, you know, pretty much with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Think about it. Summer's coming. Bars are opening back up, and I'm turning my negative into everybody else's positive. You know, before this COVID-19, I was getting in with Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I was getting this program where I was going to, you know, speak at certain bigger areas, and I was doing 3 different counties of every 15 minutes. You know, I was talking to DUI classes. So now everything opening back up, I can start doing that again. So make sure my negative becomes your positive, and be smart, be more responsible, and don't take that chance.